Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Super thrilled you tuned in today. So as you can see, I'm outdoors. Like, the stress I have gone through just to ensure I shoot this video today is insane. I want to talk about a bunch of random things that will help you prepare for your trip to the UK, as well as help you settle in. Just a few points here and there, mostly things that I have gathered from my community, the CP community, which supports international students, providing resources, information, and a community to just help international students navigate life in the UK. So if you're not a part of the community, make sure you join us. Click the link in the description box below and join us. Okay. All right then, let's get started. Planning and moving to study in the UK, it involves a lot of processes. Okay, you have to find the right house, you have to figure out the SIM card you're going to use, you have to figure out if you want to get Wi-Fi, who are the best Wi-Fi providers. You have to do a lot of comparison. You have to figure out your utilities, what service providers are you going to use for your utilities. Now imagine that instead of spending hours trying to figure out each of these things individually, you have all of these things under one umbrella. So I'm here to introduce Movido. So Movido makes it easy for you to settle into the UK. They have different packages that can help you find the best housing, the right SIM card for your needs, the right utility provider, the right Wi-Fi provider, all in one place. Okay, so all you have to do is visit their website, and then if you use my code CHIDERA upon checkout, you're going to get a 20% discount. Movido makes your move and stay in the UK as easy as a cup of tea. Okay, it is that simple. And also they partner with several service providers, and as a result of that, they can offer these services at a significantly discounted price than you would actually get it on your own. So you should check them out, and don't forget to use my code CHIDERA upon checkout to get a 20% discount. Click the link in the description box below and get started. So the very first thing I want to talk about is knowing your flight, like your flight itinerary. Is that the word? Itinerary, like knowing how you're going to move when you arrive in the UK. Are you going to take a bus? Are you going to take a coach? Are you going to take a train? You know, what are you going to take? So you need to plan that out. And also, if you're going for a train, please, I would advise that you get an all-day off-peak ticket. What an all-day ticket means is that anytime you arrive in the UK in that day, you can use that ticket. Reason being that in one of the CP communities takeover, so we have Instagram takeovers on the community page where students like share their journey, share different things on the takeover. Someone had a flight delay, and that also affected the train ticket that he booked, and as such he had to book another one, and he just put his whole movement in a frenzy. And I was like, oh yeah, this is something most people might not know. So try to book an all-day ticket for your train ride, just so that in case your flight gets delayed, your ticket is still valid for the whole of that day. And the second thing I want to emphasize is ensure you fill in your passengers locators form. I think it's 48 hours before the flight. I'll put it on the screen if I'm not very sure. Ensure you fill that in. That's just so that the UK government knows where you're going to stay when you arrive in the UK, and they can just be sure that you are isolating upon arrival. You know, there are different categories now. There's green list countries, red list countries, and amber list countries. So if you're from the red list countries, it means when you arrive in the UK, you're going to quarantine in a hotel that you will pay for. I think it's about £2,000+ you will pay for, and you'll be assigned to a designated hotel to quarantine. But if you're from Nigeria, right now Nigeria is on the red list, but you'll be required to self-isolate for a few days after arriving in the UK. So you need to fill in the passengers locator form. The next thing I want to emphasize is please ensure you carry all your documents in your hand luggage, including your tuberculosis test. And I just want to emphasize here that if you're in Nigeria or you're Nigerian, there are only two valid approved places where you can do a TB test. They are the IOM centers in Abuja and in Lagos. There are only two. So if you do a TB test in any lab, just know it will not be valid for your visa application, neither will it be valid for you to cross the border. So you need to do the TB test at the right centers. Another important thing to mention is that you would have to do COVID19 test before you travel out of the country. Where this might vary according to your country, but I can speak specifically for Nigeria. Before you travel out, you have to do a COVID-19 PCR test, and you have to be negative. Now, the NCDC, Nigerian Center for Disease Control, they have a list of approved laboratories on their portal, which is the Nigerian travel portal. Look at the labs there. Those are the labs you should do your PCR test. Don't do your test in any lab. You have to ensure you're doing it in one of the labs that have been approved, so you get your results I think 96 to 48 hours before your flight. You should do that and then get your results and have that to travel with. And also regarding the COVID-19 test, you would have to book your test for when you enter the UK. So after doing the test in Nigeria before you fly, you also have to book a test for day 2 and day 8. You would have to present like proof of booking this test at the airport as well. You'll be expected to self-isolate, or is it quarantine? I don't know the difference, but you'll be expected to stay in your house for 10 days after arrival. So just Google fit to fly test in the UK and you can book it with a lab that you like. Ideally, if you're a part of the community, you could get recommendations for some labs you can book with, just to ensure that your money doesn't, go away, you're not scammed or something. Test kit will be delivered to you and you do the test. So yeah, just ensure you have this sorted as well and on a lock. All right. Another important thing is when you're traveling to the UK, try as much as possible to change your money, convert your money, have pounds on you, because sometimes the exchange rates at the airports can be very exorbitant. Like you will lose a lot of money trying to change money into pounds. And very important as well, ensure you get small denomination currencies. Like don't carry £100, because trust me, a lot of things in the UK is cashless, so you might not get change. Like nobody might have enough change to break down £100 for you. If you can get £5 note, £10 note, £20 note, go for that. It just makes it easier for you. Sorry, I'm squinting, the light is in my eyes, so just bear with me. Another important thing I want to mention is as you're traveling, download these apps on your phone. Number one is Trainline. That's especially if you'll be traveling with the trains, just so you can be on top of the schedules and you know what's going on. The second one is the weather app. So when you arrive there, you can know if it's going to rain. You can just be on top of the weather, because one thing people tell you about the UK is that the weather changes its mind every time. The next thing you need to have is the Google Map, just so you can navigate your movement in and around the airport and its environs. Okay. Another important document that you should get before traveling is your police report. Now, this is not, listen please, this is not like mandatory that you have this, but I would just advise that you get it if you're still in the country. For example, if you're still in Nigeria, get a police report. It's called Certificate of Good Conduct. Okay, it just means that you've been good, you've not had any felony charges, you've not had any charges, anything like that. That's because some jobs in the UK, like care work, because you'll be working with vulnerable persons, they just need to be sure that you are cleared of all like incriminatory, whatever, and all of that. So if you can get it in Nigeria, get it. I think it costs between 5 to 10,000 naira in Nigeria. Get that, because it is way easier to get it here than to be in the UK and try to process it from outside the UK. All right. Another important thing which has come to me as information is when you're in the airport, please do not offer to help anybody carry stuff. Like some people can be at the airport and be like, oh, can you help me take this? Can you help me carry this? Don't help the person, especially if you don't know them. I know this might sound like I'm being like, oh, don't help people. It's not that. We've had instances where someone is incriminated because they actually helped somebody carry something. So don't do that, because you don't even know what it is laced with or what it is filled of or filled with. Okay. Another important thing is extra luggages are not worth it. So far from all the takeovers we've had on the page, those that paid for extra luggages are like, oh, they wish they did not. If you exceed your luggage limit, you have to pay for that. For example, on British Airways, you would have to pay between 170 to 200 pounds. That's a lot of money. Why not just stick to the luggage allowance you're giving? One thing I keep saying is you don't need to carry all of the things you're carrying, especially your clothes. You can see the screenshot I'm going to put here. So this is from the community, someone just being like, she just arrived the UK and she really wants to advise that you don't pack all of these things, especially your clothes, because most of the clothes you wear in Nigeria are actually not useful in the UK, and clothes in the UK are quite affordable. So just carry the essentials and stick within your luggage limits. But of course, if you have the money to pay for excess luggage, who am I to tell you not to? Go for it. Another important thing as you're planning for your trip, by the time you've already signed up to your university, some schools or most schools will send you a reading list. Now, I'm not saying you must buy all the books. I don't even advise that you buy the books, save your money. but try to read through, like look through the reading list and see what they're asking you to read. Once you arrive your uni, start looking at your library if you can get these books and just start reading. It helps you it helps give you this foundational knowledge for when the class actually starts, so you're not lost and then everyone's just going and you're like, what's happening? So try to go through your reading list if you were given one. Another important tip that I have is join your university Facebook group or whatever group they have. So most schools, or every school I believe, should have a Facebook group. Sometimes they post accommodation there, they post opportunities, things there that you might not know if you're not on the inside. So join those Facebook groups. Of course, there are official ones and unofficial ones. Unofficial ones means that students organize those ones themselves, but try as much as possible to be in the official ones. And also join communities where you can put your ear on the ground and just be on top of information and just learn things. For example, I that studied in the UK did not know that with your driver's license, your Nigerian driver's license, you can drive in the UK for a year at least before you apply for the British driving license. I did not know that. I learned that from the conversations in the community. So also join the CFI community, link in the description box below. Join us so you also put your ears on the ground and just, learn from other people as well. Another important thing is when you arrive your accommodation, before you start packing your bags, unpacking everything, take a moment, check the drawers, are they working, check the sockets, is everything working, check the bed, is it shaking, check the wardrobe, does it close properly. If anything doesn't look right, take a picture of it immediately or take a video and send it to your landlord or send it to the housing managers, just so they know, because before you know it, at the end of your tenancy they'll tell you, oh, this is bad, and you're like, oh, but I met it like that. But what's your proof? They don't have any proof. Is your word against theirs? Okay, so just ensure you do this just so that you're not at the end of your stay, when you have to return your tenancy deposit, they don't start telling you, oh, they have to use your tenancy deposit to fix this and this and that, when you actually met it broken in the house. Also, I created an accommodation checklist to help you figure out what you should look out for when you're viewing different accommodation. Once again, click the link in the description box below so you can download it. Another important thing is, of course, I've said this before and I'll say it again because some people are new to this channel, sign up to discount sites. Once you're in the UK, sign up to discount sites. Okay, you have students beans and you have uni days, and also you can get a totem card. Make sure you get this. Also for transportation, get your rail card. This is not, it's not optional. Get your rail card if you're going to be doing a lot of travel on the train. It helps you save a whole lot of money on train tickets. So get a rail card. You can visit the site, I'll put it on the screen. All you have to do is apply, and I'm sure you can apply online and get one online. Another important thing, when you arrive the UK, ensure you apply for your NI number after you've gotten your BRP. So BRP is biometric residence permit, but you're not allowed to pick that up until you're done isolating. So no need to rush. Ensure you complete your isolation period, and then after that you can pick it up at the designated place you've been told to pick it up. For some people it's the post office, for other people is your university you get your BRP at. So just ensure you get your BRP, make sure you do isolation first, then get your BRP, and then apply for your NI number. I just want to emphasize here that the NI number is free to apply. I've seen, if you Google it, you'll see a lot of different sites. Make sure you're going through the government's website, that is gov.uk. Make sure you're going through that. If not, you might have to pay for NI number, and you're not supposed to do that. And that's because these people want to serve as middlemen to help you get your NI number. But seriously, you don't need that. You can apply by yourself. So apply for your NI number from the government website. I think you would have to apply online, and then presently it takes really long. I think on the site now is like it takes 16 weeks to get your NI number. So just give that grace, and because you need the NI number in order to work, or most employers would not take you without an NI number. Even if you don't have an NI number, once you apply, there's a reference number you'll be given, so you can show that to your employer so they know you've already started applying for your NI number. Okay, and one last thing, when you're packing, like I said, don't overshoot your luggage limit. Try as much as possible to stay within the luggage limit. I created a packing checklist which has been of tremendous help. So once again, the link to download the packing checklist is in the description box below. Download it and use it. It's helped a lot of people just pack light or just know what to pack, because sometimes we like, oh, we have to pack everything, but we actually do not. Okay, all right guys, let me know if you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Like I said, just a bunch of random things that I felt to just put together in a video. Just let me know, drop a comment. Till next time guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.